Oh my goodness, hello there. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. I hope you're feeling happy today. Here we go then, we are now outside. Hopefully we are now live as well. Oh, look at that, fancy pants. Nice to see you here today. We have the live stream just beginning. It is nearly 6 minutes past 2 o'clock, and I am here with you live again. For those wondering what this is, my name is Mr. Duncan. I talk about English, I talk about the English language. I do all sorts of things today. Did you see what I was doing just a few moments ago? I was measuring things. To measure something. Maybe you are trying to work out how long something is. Maybe you are trying to work out how tall something is. How tall, how long, or perhaps also how wide something is as well. So you can measure how wide something is, the width of something, the length of something, how long something is. And to measure something can also mean to work out whether something is useful or useless. You can work out and measure the usefulness of an item or a device. So measuring can be used in many different ways. To measure something for its dimensions, how wide, how tall, how long, how wide something is. I wonder how wide this screen is. Let's have a look, shall we? I will just measure the screen that you are watching right now. Oh yes, so this screen is 18 inches. Ooh, I have to say you have a very big screen there. Very nice. Hello to the live chat as well. Yes, I am here. You have noticed I am here now live. Can you see anything different today? Something is different. But can you guess what it is? Something is different today. Do you know what it is? Yes, you are right. I am outside. You are right. Yes, we are doing something slightly different today. I am outside in the garden. I couldn't resist because the weather today is rather nice. And the birds are singing as well all around me. If you listen carefully, that sounds like Mr. Robin saying hello. Hello, Mr. Robin. Nice to see you today in the garden. Yes, you are right. It is starting to look like spring, don't you think? I think so. So the animals are getting very excited. I am also getting very excited because we are outside enjoying the warm weather. We can also say, by the way, the measure of a man. The measure of a man. Now, yes, I know these days it does sound a little bit sexist, but yes, you can say the measure of a man or the measure of the person. So in that respect, we are talking about judging a person's character, the measure of a person. If they are a good person or a bad person, their characteristics, whether they are nice or horrible, you see? So you can use the word measure in many different ways. We are talking about the English language, and yes, I am here with you. Thank you very much for joining me today. I wonder who was first on the live chat. I wonder. I'm not quite sure, you see, because sometimes the person who is live or first on the live chat vanishes. So I do apologise, because I know in the past I have said that someone was first on the live chat, and they weren't. It was someone else. But unfortunately, sometimes YouTube will change things on the live chat once I start broadcasting, so I apologise for that. But it would appear today that it looks like Grace Chin. Hello, Grace. And also Zudzika. We also have Hamada. Hello, Hamada. Are you happy? I am very happy today because I'm in the garden having a wonderful time. And did you see the live stream yesterday? We had a super duper time with Mr. Steve in the kitchen yesterday. It was Steve's birthday and also Pancake Day. So if you missed it, we had quite a fun time yesterday in the kitchen live celebrating Steve's birthday, and also we were celebrating Pancake Day as well. And there was a little moment at the end of the live stream yesterday where I gave Mr. Steve an extra special present. Did you see it? Ooh, very nice. It was a lot of fun. Hello also to Beatrice, Christina. Also we have Alessandra. Nice to see you here today. There are birds flying around me as I speak to you. Hello. Hello, Mr. Robin. I can see you watching me with your little eye. You have your eye on me. Mr. Robin is keeping a very close eye on me right now. Oh, it would appear that there is another change as well. Mr. Duncan, what has happened to your face? I don't know what you mean. It's the same face that I always have. Is something different about my face? I don't know what you mean. But this is my face. This is how I normally look. I've looked like this all my life. And I can't do anything about it. Hello also, Vitas again. Also we have... Oh, Anna Rita. Anna, I like your comment, by the way. Anna says, Mr. Duncan, did you remove your beard as a gift for Mr. Steve? Well, you might be right. But one of the reasons why I shaved my beard off is because I was getting some irritation on my face. You might be able to see it. So part of my face was becoming a little bit irritated and sore. So I decided to shave the beard off to allow my skin to heal up. So that's the reason why I've shaved my beard off. And also, it made Mr. Steve very happy. As you know, if you have been following the story of my beard, you will know that Steve hates my beard. He absolutely hates it. So imagine his surprise this morning when I came out of the bathroom with my smooth as a baby's bum. So Steve was very pleased to see that I had shaved off my beard. But one of the reasons why I did it is because my skin was getting very sore around my face there. And it was starting to irritate me. So that's the reason why I shaved it off. Also, I suppose you could say that it was a birthday gift for Mr. Steve as well. Hello to Ricardo. Ricardo, I'm calling you across the internet. Wow. Hello also Isawi Mariem. Hello to you as well. Nice to see you here. I was a little bit distracted this morning because I was watching something on the internet. It is true that quite often in the morning I will look on the internet, I will read the news, and sometimes I will become very distracted by something, and then I can't stop watching it. The thing I was distracted by this morning was the dramatic eruption of Mount Etna. Did you see it? Mount Etna. Mount Etna is apparently it's the most active volcano in the world. And last night it started to erupt, and I was watching some of the amazing video footage. Incredible. All I can say is I would not like to put myself near to a volcano. It looks like a very dangerous place to be. So Mount Etna, which is in Sicily, I believe it's around 700,000 years old. That's almost as old as Mr. Steve. So yes, it was something I was distracted by this morning. I was watching the erupting lava. The lava was erupting from the volcano, Mount Etna. Very dramatic. I hope everyone there is safe. Perhaps you are watching at the moment in Sicily, and maybe you are looking out of your window watching Mount Etna erupting. Incredible. Yes, Mount Etna is erupting. It is the most active volcano in the world. Ooh, fancy pants. Very nice. Today we have a subject, yes, as usual during this time of year. It is 28 days of February. Can you see what I've done there? Instead of February, I am saying February, because everything in this month is fabulous. Hello also to Pritam. Where is your beard? Unfortunately, my beard has said bye-bye. You see, I've said goodbye to my beard for a while. I think a lot of people are actually quite shocked to see me without my beard. Can I just say, I have spent most of my life without a beard. So please don't be too surprised. This is how I have looked for most of my life. Someone just said, Mr. Duncan, it looks as if you've put some weight on. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. I needed that today. You might be right, actually, but I think a lot of people during this crazy time have actually put weight on. I think we've all done it. We've all been eating a little bit more food than normal. Maybe we've been eating those naughty snacks at night because we're feeling a little annoyed that we can't go out. I know I have. So yes, perhaps you're right. Perhaps I have put a little bit of weight on. Maybe I have. In fact, Steve yesterday said the same thing. He said, Duncan, I am so concerned. I think you have to lose some weight because I don't like your big belly. And that's exactly what he said. He said, I don't like it. He pointed. He actually pointed at my stomach. And he said, I don't like that. You have to do more exercise. When the weather starts getting better, you must go out more and you must do some exercise. Lovely. Hello to Pritam. Hello, Pritam. You are looking good, apparently, with this new look. Thank you very much. Well, I'm wearing my colourful clothing today. I'm also wearing my lovely red hat and my big smiley face. So this is the same smiley face that Mr. Steve had yesterday on his hat. And I'm also wearing my colourful jumper. And this jumper is very special because it was given to me by Mr. Steve's mother. So Steve's mother actually gave this to me about 3 years ago for Christmas. Beatrice says, when I was in Sicily many years ago, Etna was also erupting then. But we saw it at night and we could see the lines of lava from the hotel. Can I just say, if I was living near to a volcano and suddenly it started erupting, it started to erupt, I would run so fast. I would get to the nearest airport and I would get on the nearest plane or get in the nearest car and drive like crazy. I really would. Bluesbird. Oh, thank you, Bluesbird. Mr. Duncan, you look better and younger. Thank you very much. For those who haven't noticed, I'm sure you have, yes, my beard has gone. I got rid of it this morning. I shaved my beard because Unfortunately, because my skin, the skin on my face is very sensitive. You might not realize this, but when I was a child, I used to suffer from terrible skin conditions. I used to get eczema and psoriasis. Have you ever heard of psoriasis? Psoriasis is horrible if you get it or if you have it. I do understand your pain and annoyance, because I used to get psoriasis on the back of my hands, and it used to be really painful. And even these days, you might not even realize it. Now and again, I do get psoriasis on my neck and also behind my ears. It's true. So some people believe that psoriasis is caused by stress. Now, if you know me well, you will know that I am not a very stressed person. So I don't know why I keep getting it, but psoriasis, it is a skin condition. And I used to get it on my hands when I was very young. So my skin is very sensitive. So because I've been growing my beard, and then of course I put some colouring on my beard, I think it actually irritated my skin. So my skin started to react badly. So that is the main reason why I shaved my beard off, because it was becoming painful. And for many years I used to suffer with horrible skin conditions. I remember once I had this huge psoriasis on my face, and it was horrible. I hated it. And all the children at school, and you know that children can be really horrible sometimes. They can be so mean and nasty. They were calling me names as well. I'm still scarred by their cruelty, to be honest. Hello, Con Yuin. Hello to you. Nice to see you back as well. Yes, we are in the garden today. I thought I would do something a little different. I thought we would spend some time outside because the weather is feeling very spring-like today. I think it would be fair to say that we have spring weather because it's very mild, around 11 degrees. Can you believe it? Last week we were shivering, and it was about -6 last week, 6 below zero last week. And today, here I am in the garden. And I'm not even wearing a coat. I don't even have a coat. It's so nice. Oh, Luis Mendez is here today. I'm sorry, Luis, I don't have my echo because I'm outside. Luis Mendez is here today. That's the best I can do. Lewis says, my younger brother also had eczema when he was a child. Yes, I think it's something that runs in our family, because not only myself but also other members of my family also had terrible skin conditions as well. But yes, I suffered quite badly from psoriasis on my hands, and it was horrible. And of course, the thing is, when you have something that is itching, you want to keep scratching it. So that is something I used to do all the time. I used to keep scratching my hands because they were itching. But all that did was make it worse. So my skin condition would get worse and worse because I kept scratching it. Horrible. Valentin says, yes, maybe your skin did not agree with the colouring. Yes, I think so. I think actually I had a slight allergic reaction. So I think actually what happened is my skin reacted to the colouring that I put on my beard. I think so. Hello, Badgie. Badgie, nice to see you today. Your garden is beautiful. The garden at the moment needs a little bit of work doing. We are waiting for a nice man to come and cut some of the trees because they've got too big. You always have to manage your trees. You have to make sure that they don't get too big, or else you can't manage them, you see. They become very hard to control. I think so. Christina says white skin is very sensitive. I think people can have sensitive skin. I don't think it matters how pale your skin is. I think you can have skin conditions. A lot of young people, especially boys around the age of 14, 15, quite often get spots. So I was quite lucky because I didn't get spots on my face when I was a teenager. And we call that acne. And a lot of teenagers can get acne. Sometimes just a little, but sometimes quite a lot. So some people can be affected quite badly by acne. I was lucky because I didn't have it very badly. Very strange. You should use special cream. Yes, I have. Mr. Steve has been giving me some super advice about my skin this morning. So Steve actually gave me some cream to put on my face. Some of his favourite cream. And I'm sure you know what it is, because Steve was talking about it a few weeks ago. Joe Carl says, please let your beard grow again, but without colouring it, and then hydrate your skin by massaging your face through your beard, so your skin will stay hydrated and your beard will protect your skin. Yes, I might grow it back. I'm not sure at the moment. I must be honest with you. And I have to be honest. You know, I always like to tell you the truth. To be honest with you, when I shaved my face this morning, I almost didn't recognise my own reflection. I didn't recognise my own reflection in the mirror this morning. Can you believe it? I was looking in the mirror and it was like a stranger was looking at me. I felt like Richard Nixon. I really did. Hello, Anna. I went close to the mouth of Mount Etna a few years ago during a guided trek when I was on holiday in Taormina. I don't think I would like to go near a volcano, even if the volcano was not erupting, even if the volcano was inactive. So if something is inactive, it means it is still. It is silent. Nothing is happening. It isn't moving. Nothing is occurring. It is inactive. But at the moment in Sicily, Mount Etna is very, very active at the moment. Some very dramatic pictures. I thought it was quite amazing, really, considering most people around the world are talking about other things. And I think we know what they are, don't we? Yes, we do. I think so. Christina says, acne depends on your hormones. I think so. I think boys get acne more than girls. I think girls can get acne. You can get acne if you are a girl, but I think a lot of boys do. I was lucky because I didn't get any, which is quite surprising, really. Hershid. Hello, Hershid. Can we use dormant? Yes, you can. Dormant. If something is dormant, it means it is rested. Nothing is happening. It is inactive. So dormant, I believe it is related to sleep, the word, such as dormitory. So something that is dormant is still. It is not active. It is doing nothing. So yes, you might say that Mount Etna, not at the moment, but at Mount Etna quite often is dormant. It is doing nothing. It is still. But at the moment, it is very active indeed. Maria, oh hello Maria, I think this could be breaking news. We have breaking news. Maria says it has already stopped erupting. Oh, okay then. Okay. That is the latest hot news. Literally. It is literally hot news. Apparently Mount Etna has stopped erupting. It is not doing it anymore. Hamada is giving me some health advice. Thank you very much. Drinking more water with lemon can help you get your skin healthy, or it can help you to get healthy skin. So you can get healthy skin if you follow some certain rules. Maybe you take care of your skin. Maybe you keep it moisturized. I like that word. Now, I remember years ago, many years ago, it was not acceptable for men to put moisturizer on their faces. It was not acceptable. But nowadays, I think men have become just as interested in the condition of their skin as women. I think it would be fair to say. I have never been to Italy. Italy is one of those places that I've always wanted to go to. I've always wanted to visit the beautiful cities, and also, I suppose, Rome. I would like to roam around Rome. Hello, Palmyra. There is a YouTuber who is on the way to Chile to visit 13 volcanoes. See, I'm not sure. I know a lot of people like to walk to the top of a volcano. They like to explore the surface, and they like to go all the way to the top and look at the crater. So the large center of a volcano is called the crater. The hole in the middle where all of the lava and the smoke and the heat escapes from. No, I don't think I will be doing that. If I ever go to Italy, if I ever visit Sicily, I will never ever walk up a volcano. Never. Bar Ram says, Mr. Duncan, you look much younger today. What has happened? Have you been in a time machine? Have you gone back in time? No, I've just decided to shave off my beard. So my beard has gone. It has gone away. Rome is also very nice. Yes, I would like to look around Rome. Of course, a lot of great architecture, a lot of relics. I might even take Mr. Steve with me. They might actually think he is one of the relics, you see. It's not very nice. Bargy, hello Bargy. I believe you are learning English and you want to read some simple novels in English. Well, I would always start with something that you are interested in, to be honest. As I always say, if you want to read something that you've already have, or you already have some sort of interest in. So something you are interested in. Maybe your favourite subject, or maybe a type of story. So I always think if you want to learn new words through reading, I would always say that it's a good idea to read something that you already have an interest in. Something that you are passionate about. Maybe there is a certain type of story that you enjoy in your own language. So I think it's a good way to learn English. Always read things that you are interested in. I hope that is helpful. Hello to Batuhan or Batuan, watching in Turkey. Hello Turkey. Guess what? I have been to your country not once, but twice. I've been to your country twice. I love Turkey and I had a wonderful time. I even made a lesson in Turkey. There is a video lesson on my YouTube channel where I walk around Turkey and show you some of the sights. It is true. Maria says, Mr. Duncan, you are wrong. It isn't dangerous. The view from the top is amazing. Well, I remember a few months ago. Do you remember when there was a volcano that erupted and there were lots of tourists walking up the side? And it was quite a tragedy because quite a few people were killed. So that is one of the things that puts me off. I remember the story a few months ago. I don't know where it was. I'm sure you will tell me. But there were some tourists. They were going to the top of a volcano and it started to erupt. And many of them sadly lost their lives. I think it was the smoke and the ash that actually killed them. So, woof, horrible. Oh, interesting. Some very interesting messages coming on. And you know what I love about this? It's so easy to get them to go away. It's so easy, you see. Wasn't that easy? That was very easy, by the way. Where is the white van game? Unfortunately, we can't have the white van game today because there are no white vans around here. So that's the main reason. There are no white vans here because I'm not near the road, sadly. But maybe tomorrow, I will be back in the studio tomorrow and I will be with you. I will be with you tomorrow. Hello to Nguyen Min. Hello to you. Did you have a nice time in Vietnam with your Lunar New Year last weekend? Yes, I think so. You had your lovely Tet Festival. I hope you had a good time with your family and friends. Oh, hello Edith. Edith Goulet. Mr. Duncan, I was also by Mount Etna, but it wasn't a nice feeling being there. I think so. Vitas says, I can hear that one of your neighbours is sawing some wood. Yes, in the distance, very far away, there is someone cutting wood. I think they are cutting down some trees. I think so. Farah says, Mr. Duncan, why did you remove your beard? It was so lovely. I might grow it back in the future. I'm not sure. Maybe in the future. There is someone else now using a power tool. There are a lot of power tools around today. A lot of people going outside to do some gardening, you see, because the weather is so nice. One of the problems is when you come outside on a day like this, quite often lots of people will be in their gardens doing all sorts of things, and quite often they will make a noise whilst doing it. They will be making a big noise. Hello Nguyen, when do you start your live stream? I remember you always start at 2 p.m. UK time. You are right, yes. My live streams every day during February, 2 p.m. UK time is when I'm on. Yes, I am online at 2 p.m. UK time. Every day. Mr. Steve isn't here yesterday. He was with us yesterday. Did you see Steve yesterday celebrating his birthday and also making some pancakes? If you missed it, you can watch it on my YouTube channel. Is change today's topic, Christina? Yes, it is. We are talking all about change today. One of the interesting questions I might ask at the moment, before we go any further, is how well do you handle change? How well do you handle change? So if something in your life suddenly changes, if something in your life suddenly alters, how well do you handle it? To handle something is to cope. If you cope with something well, it means you handle it. If you cope with something badly, it means you can't handle it. So how do you handle change in your life? How do you normally handle change? I hope you were enjoying the sound effects. Change. There it is. Today's word, change. So quite often in your life, things will come along, things will change. There will be changes that you expect, maybe changes that you make for yourself. Perhaps there will be a change that you were not prepared for, something that happens suddenly, a surprise, a shock. So something that changes your life, something that makes your life worse, something that means that you will have more stress in your life. So sometimes change can be a very hard thing to cope with. Change. Life is full of changes. The thing about life, it never stands still. I'm enjoying this noise. Alter. Oh, yes. So if you change something, we can also say that you alter something. You change something. To change is to alter. You change the way something is. Maybe you change your appearance, like me, you see. So you might say that today I decided to alter my appearance. I have changed the way I look because my beard has now gone. I have altered my appearance. To alter is to change. You might move. You might make a move. So again, this is a word that can be used in many ways. You can move from one place to another. You can make a change in your life that means that your location will also change. Perhaps you will move to a new job. Maybe you will move to a new company. Maybe you will change your career. You will make a move. Perhaps you will change where you live. Maybe you will go to live in another place. Perhaps you will buy a new house. You will move to a new location. So to move can be used in many ways. There are many changes happening around me today. Since I came on with my live stream, there are many changes taking place right now. Oh, you have to adjust. I like this word. Again, this is a word that relates to change, or maybe if you decide to change something for yourself. To adjust something is to change. Maybe you adjust your position. You change your position. You are changing the way something is. You adjust something. Maybe something is not straight, so you have to adjust. I am adjusting the paper so it will be nice and straight. Adjust. You are making changes. You adjust something. Edith Goulet says, in the last few years, I really don't like changes, but I haven't any other option. I have to accept it. Yes, I think it's the hardest lesson that we all have to accept in our lives. Sometimes change will come and quite often you have no choice about it. We might say that the past 12 months we have all had to accept change. So I would say that most people, almost everyone on the planet during the past 12 months have had to make some changes. You might also amend something. So when you change something, it means you are changing, perhaps you are changing the appearance of something. You alter something. You amend something. Perhaps you write a book and you write a lovely story, But later you decide that you want to amend parts of the story. You will change parts of your story. You will change them. You will amend them to make changes. Quite often when we amend things, it means we change things in a small way. You might make something slightly different. You will amend something. Apparently, Lewis says something very interesting. Apparently, move cannot be used with the meaning move house in French. I didn't know that. That's quite interesting. I was not aware of that. This is going very well. Modify. Here's another word we can use to mean change. You modify something. Perhaps something that you've had for many years. Maybe your house is very old and it needs a lot of repairing. You might modify your house. To modify something is to make something appear new or current. So something that you are changing to be up to date. We often use the word modify. You will modify. You will change. You will alter. You will make changes. You modify something. You often find that manufacturers will modify their products. Maybe a certain device, maybe a computer, will often be modified. Modified. So to modify is to make changes. Belarusia is here. Hello, Belarusia. Welcome to my very noisy garden on a Wednesday afternoon. It's not Tuesday today, it's Wednesday, Mr. Duncan, you silly sausage. Revise. You will revise something. Maybe you will go back and look at something and make changes. So quite often if you revise, it means you go back and you look at something again. You look at it again. You revise. And quite often when you revise, it also means that you will make changes as well. You revise something. I suppose you can also use the word revive as well, you see. To revive something. To revise something. You are changing something. Oh, Valeria says, I like to change my appearance sometimes. For example, I like to change my hair. Well, I think it's a good thing sometimes. It's good to have a little change in your life. Quite often people will like to travel somewhere. They like to go away to a certain place for a holiday. Maybe they decide to travel abroad. So sometimes a change of scenery can be a nice thing. To go somewhere, to travel, to see some new sights. Here is another way of changing yourself. You might improve yourself. If you improve, it means you make things better. So quite often you will change something, but also you will change it for the better. To change it for the better is to improve. You make something better, you make a positive change. Improve. You improve your English. You improve your garden. You can improve your garden. You can make some improvements in your garden. You can make some nice changes. Improve. To make something better. But also, you are changing something and making it better at the same time. Advance. Now, this might not seem like a word that you would normally associate with change, but advance can often be used to express moving forward. So if you advance, it means something will change or improve. So quite often we will use the word advance to mean change that is positive. You advance, you take a step forward. You might say that humanity quite often advances. It makes steps forward. You advance. We are talking about change today, making changes in your life. As you can see, I have made a change today because I'm outside. And also, as you may have noticed, I have also shaved off my beard. Develop as well. So develop is a type of change. Quite often we will say that something will develop, something will grow, something will change. It develops. You might say that a small animal that is still inside the mother's womb will develop. It grows. But of course, when something grows, quite often it also changes as well. You develop. To create something, to make something that didn't exist before, can be described as developing. You develop something. Maybe you develop a new type of fuel. Maybe you develop a new type of computer. You develop something. You make changes by making something new, something that didn't exist before. I will be going in around about 7 minutes. We have 7 minutes more and then I will be going. You make changes. So here we go with phrases and sentences. You make changes. Quite often we will reach a point in our lives where we have to make changes. Quite often we make changes because we are unhappy about something. Maybe you make changes because you are unhappy in your job. Maybe you hate your job. Maybe you hate your boss. You decide that you need to make some changes. You make changes. You want your life to go in a different direction. You want to do things differently. So you decide to make some changes. Perhaps you are unhappy with your appearance. Maybe you want to make some changes to your appearance, like this morning, you see. So this morning I decided to change my appearance because my beard has now gone away. You make changes. So I do like being in control, I must admit. Sometimes it is nice to be in control of your life. So quite often you can make your own changes. And this is something that I believe in quite heavily. And it is something that does get me through life. Sometimes having plans for your future, having something in your mind that you can aim for is always a good thing. Something I was talking about yesterday with Steve, I was talking about retirement, because now Steve has passed the age of 60, which apparently many people can't believe. But yes, Mr. Steve yesterday, he became 60 years old, which means now he can have his coronavirus jab a little bit earlier. But yes, having something in your life to aim for. And one thing that we were talking about yesterday, we were talking about retiring. So when you get to a certain age, you can stop working. But I think before you retire, before you stop working, please make sure you have a plan of what to do after you retire. Have something to aim for. So don't just retire with no plans. I don't think it's a good idea. You might push for change. So this is something we can use quite often when we want something to change. Maybe there is a certain law that we disagree with. People might start to push for change. They want things to change. They want something to change because they feel that it is wrong or unfair. You push for change. Quite often in political circles, quite often politicians will push for change. They want things to be different. So they try to make changes. They will push for change. So this means you are actively trying to get something to change. Oh, it would appear that my nephew is here again. Hello to Jason. Nice to see you back again. I must admit it's very strange when I get members of my own family watching, but I will try to carry on without getting too nervous. You might have an unexpected change, something that comes along that you weren't prepared for. I think it is safe to say that during the past 12 months, we have all had unexpected changes that have come along that we were not expecting, things that changed that surprised us, things that changed and they made our lives different. I think it is safe to say that over the past 12 months there have been many unexpected changes. I think so. I think it's very safe to say. Hello to Valeria is here. Hello, Valeria. Sandra says, thank you. February is a month with lots of changes for me, Mr. Duncan, because I am improving my English and making lots of progress in my listening. Thank you, Sandra. It's very kind of you to say. Can I also say a big thank you to Olga for your lovely donation a couple of days ago? So I forgot to mention it. I apologise for that. But thank you very much for your lovely donation. Don't forget, I do everything for free. I've been doing this. Here we go. Mr. Duncan is going to tell us how long he's been doing this. I've been doing this for nearly 15 years on YouTube. It's true. When I started making my YouTube lessons, YouTube was only a small baby. Unexpected changes. There might be a change in your life that you were not prepared for. There are many unexpected changes that can occur in your life. There might be a problem. There might be something that is very hard to cope with. We can have a problem or hindrance. Problem, hindrance. So something that comes along and makes your life hard to cope with. Something that gets in the way of your happiness. Problem, hindrance. Something that becomes a problem that you have to cope with, you have to deal with, and quite often you will have to make some changes as well. I think so. A change quite often happens when you have a hurdle to overcome. So I quite like this word. Can you see it? Hurdle. Hurdle. A hurdle is something you have to get over. A hurdle is something that's in the way and you have to get over the top of it. So quite often you will have to make changes because there is something in your way. We often call that a hurdle. Hurdle. You might see a lot of people jumping over hurdles this year during the Summer Olympic Games in Japan. So a challenge There are some very interesting sound effects today. A challenge can be an obstacle, something that you have to overcome. And again, there have been many challenges over the years. Finally, just before I go, 2 more things to show you. This is what you have to do when things come along that you have to cope with. Changes come along. Quite often you will have to overcome change. Overcome. If you overcome something, it means you challenge something and you win. Welcome to Dog Corner. Not quite sure what's going on. Welcome to Dog Corner, live from England. So you overcome change, things that come along that you have to cope with, such as dogs barking during your live stream. That can be very annoying. You overcome change. Something will come along and you'll have to cope with it. This is one of my most favourite expressions. Sometimes you have to take the rough with the smooth. Sometimes things go wrong. Sometimes in your life there will be difficulties, there will be challenges, there will be things that you must overcome. You have to take the rough with the smooth. Yes. Take the rough with the smooth. That is life. Sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen, sometimes nothing happens, and everything is calm, and your life goes smoothly. Unfortunately today my live stream has not gone smoothly because there have been lots of noises, including some very angry sounding dogs. Hailey Kwang says, "Where is your beard, Mr. Duncan? Your beard has disappeared." Where is your beard? It has disappeared. Well, it might come back one day, who knows. I am going in a moment. It is just after 3 o'clock here in the UK, and apparently we are going to get some rain in a short while. So I think that is a good time to end today's live stream. Thank you very much. Valeria, I think it was wonderful to be here for the last few days, but tomorrow I will go back to work, so I will only be here on Sunday. Thank you, Valeria. I hope you've enjoyed this. During February, I will be here tomorrow, and also for the rest of the month, every day with you live. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Belarusia. Thank you, Sora. Thank you, Christina. Yes, the dogs were very angry. They sounded rather angry. I don't know why they were angry. As long as they are not angry at me, I think I will be okay. Thank you very much for your company today. I am going now. See you tomorrow. You know what time? 2 p.m. UK time. I will be here and everything will be fine. Thank you, Parisa. A lot of people surprised to notice and see that my beard has disappeared. Catch you tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time. I will see you tomorrow. I will be here, don't worry. And of course, until the next time we meet here, wherever you are in the world, whatever your level of English is, you are always welcome on my live stream. And of course, until tomorrow, this is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of English saying thanks for watching. And of course, Ta-ta for now.